Guys, we got a short side job going in today, trying to get it done. Still got other work on the schedule, but back here I'm actually using this Bluebird side cutter, and I'm taking it down an inch and a quarter, and basically loosen up the top layer of soil before I actually put some screen topsoil on this lawn. See, still got some compost back there. We got 10 cubic yards compost that's going to be going back here, and I believe we got another 7 coming. When it comes to sod installation, laying down the sod is easy compared to doing the prep work. The compost arrived, so we want to go ahead and try to completely clear all the vegetation that's growing around the fence lines. You try not to put down any new sod with previous grass still in place. It's just not a good practice. So we're clearing that stuff out. In the meantime, kind of making sure this stuff gets put in the right area. The fence was just the right size for him to actually get it through the back gate. Otherwise, we would have had to scoop all this stuff from the road. So after all the compost was dropped, we went ahead and got back to work. Went ahead and started clearing out the vegetation. Wanted to get all that stuff cleared out before putting this compost across the ground. Some people may think I'm a bit of a perfectionist with this, but I like to use hand tools and get close as possible to the fence posts. That way there's no weeds or old grass still growing around the fence line before putting down the new turf. For this next process, I could have used a dingo or bobcat, but I chose to use a few extra guys, extra hands, that way we can lay the sod down as well. Another thing to consider when you're doing a sod installation is make sure you get your prep work done prior to the sod company arriving, rather that's a day before or a few hours before, but try to make sure the area is prepped before the sod company gets there, because once they arrive, they're going to put that sod whatever place is available. And if that's in the middle of the street or on the side of the road, and then you got to wheelbarrow every single pallet to the backyard, that's not fun. It's going to be more labor intensive, making your guys more tired, etc., etc. So doing the prep work and having all that stuff in place is kind of key to placement. So he was able to actually go on the far side of this property and put the pallets down just in the spots where we needed them. After all the pallets were put into place, it was time to go to lunch. After lunchtime, it was game time. We went back to the property and got right to it. You're probably wondering why the grass is brown. It's because it's dormant. It went to sleep for the winter time. It usually come out of dormancy around March, but in this case, this sod actually came from a sod farm that was about an hour away. So it was in actually a different zone, far as the planting zone. So it may had a colder climate, so the grass is still dormant there, but many of the lawns in this neighborhood was already green. It didn't take long for this lawn to green up. So I wasn't able to capture every single moment of this project, but we were able to get it complete. And that was just before the rain began to come. That was perfect because it was able to water in the granular fertilizer that we just had put down. This is how that beautiful Zoysia lawn turned out a month later. If you would like to learn how to start a lawn aeration service in less than 1 minute, click the link here